What's up everybody, Sunkissed here, and in today's video, we're going to do a build guide on how to play as the Ghoul from Fallout 76. I'm just going to tell you right away, this build is a ton of fun. You can put out a ton of damage, and it's honestly my favorite thing to do right now. Also, I'd kind of discovered an interesting interaction between the new Onslaught mechanic, Furious, and Instigating weapons. So stick around to, I guess, figure out, what I discovered. Thanks for watching. Catch you at the end. And the weapons we're going to be running: Instigating, crit, reload speed, pinpointers for the lever action. And for the single action revolver, we have a Furious, crit damage, reload speed, pinpointers. I'm going to test our luck on a Scorch Beast here, see if I can't actually hit them to get the follow through activated. Here we go. Okay, now let's see. Do we have a crit ready? Nope, that wasn't even what the, that was with the Instigating rifle. We actually did pretty good. So go ahead and 5,400 damage, 3,600 damage. Okay, we're in danger now, but that didn't really matter. 7,800 damage. That is crazy. All right, so firstly, let's show you that surprise I was talking about. And it relates to Onslaught, and mostly around the reverse Onslaught mechanic, where you're running Gunslinger Master, so you get the additional 10 stacks to your max stacks, but you gain them over time instead of earning them from doing damage to enemies. Now, if you're holding a Furious weapon, the max stacks you can get right now, I believe, is 30, so I'll go ahead and take that out. I was previously holding my Instigating lever action. As you can see, we're slowly building up to 30. And the thing that I found out, and I'm not going to try and take credit, I don't know if other people have discovered this as well. I just happened to find it on my own. Yeah, you switch back to your Instigating weapon and you don't lose those extra stacks you got from the Furious on the previous weapon. And the stacks will go down as you start shooting the weapon. All right, so we have a level 60. It's only level 60, but kind of showcase one thing I like to do with this build is use the silenced rifle to activate our follow through. So go ahead and aim for the spouts there with the crit. 2,000 damage on the crit there, and see how much we can hit for on 3,100 damage on a non-crit. So yeah, pretty powerful there. Also, just in case you didn't know, the outfit is going to be the West Coast cowboy hat and the West Coast duster outfit. At the time of recording this video, I believe it can be purchased in the item shop. Yeah, that's if you didn't get it for free back when the TV show came out. If you don't have this, there's plenty of other kind of Western style outfits that you can pretty closely match to what the Ghoul looks like in the show. For our special points, here's the allocation. Feel free to take a screenshot if you'd like. Start off right away with the legendary perk cards. We have various ranks of special cards as well as follow through maxed out, because we will be playing stealthy in this build sometimes. But for the perks, we have strong back, traveling pharmacy, and arms keeper for weight management. In perception, we have tank killer maxed out, various rank of rifleman perk cards, concentrated fire maxed out, awareness maxed out, and eye of the hunter maxed out. That's really just going to give us the best VATS accuracy we can possibly have, especially with having slow rate of fire weapons. You really want as much VATS accuracy as possible, and didn't want to sacrifice the second star on the weapon for VATS accuracy, so we could actually use crit damage instead. For endurance, the most important thing for damage is going to be radiation power, and some quality of life stuff is going to be glowing gut to get extra radiation from toxic goo, through hiker, and life giver. I would say more quality of life related stuff. Strange in numbers, this will boost our mutations, which will in turn boost our damage, since carnivore is a mutation and you get extra, or sorry, herbivore is a mutation, you get extra crit damage from herbivore buffs, so indirectly buffing that. Over intelligence, we have science monster maxed out, so in case we do take damage, we can do an additional 15% damage. Important call out is we're running Gunslinger Master and other ranks of Gunslinger and Gorilla perks, as well as Mr. Sandman for additional sneak damage, we will have a suppressor on our lever action revolver. Gun fu, gun tricks, and I guess my teammate's sharing dodgy right now. But in the luck category, we have better criticals, class freak, curator, critical savvy, faulty spots, and glowing crits. That's really just going to be pretty much your maxed out damage loadout for the luck tree. For armor, we have a 1-piece chameleon, 1-piece troubleshooter, 3 pieces vanguard, and all of the stars have +2 luck on them, so that way we can crit every other shot. We have harder to detect for extra stealth, and they all have rangers, so we can get an extra 25% bonus damage. For mutations, go ahead and scroll down to those. We have bird bones, eagle eyes, egghead, herbivore, herd mentality, marsupial, speed demon, and then for our buffs, we will be running blight soup, a sweet moot fruit tea, and then also we'll have a small guns bobblehead, and then a ballistic gun crit magazine as well. All right, we're over at the grindstone arch. Do a little bit of stealth in here to start, and then we're gonna go ahead and fight ourselves a super mutant behemoth. But as you can see, I'm utilizing the mechanic I showed earlier, where if I switch to the revolver, I can get more stacks of onslaught back. But got this guy, maybe final time. There we go. All right, now that we've demonstrated our stealth abilities, let's see if we can activate. Let's activate follow through. Start that. Okay, and then switch to our revolver here with the crit. 6,800 damage. Yeah, that is significant. But my recommendation, honestly, starting with a silenced weapon and then switching to the revolver is super, super nice to get that extra damage from follow through. We've traveled over into Atlantic City for an expedition to fight some Overgrown and see how we do there. One tapped him. One tap. Oop. We've seemed to have lost our stealth already. Not sure if we'll get it back, so let's switch to the Western Revolver and see how we do. Actually, no, I don't even have my Blight Soup going, I don't think, so... Oh. Okay, 1,500 on a crit there. Yeah, let's just go ahead and 1,400. Check the eyes. 1,800 on a body shot. Man, those things are really resilient. 3,600 damage there. And let's go test it on these guys over here. 1,700, and then I'll save a crit for you. 3,800. Wow. Okay. Yeah, if you get close enough, you could do some pretty serious damage to these Overgrown. Thanks for making it to the end of the video. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subbed already, definitely hit that button to keep up to date with the channel and to check out future content. But had a ton of fun filming this. Honestly, I've been playing with this build for a few days now. Haven't even switched back to any of my meta builds or anything. Just been having a ton of fun going to public events, kind of, stealthily picking off enemies with this setup and switching to the revolver to do a ton of damage when I need to. Definitely would recommend giving this build a try, and I thought it was cool that I was able to kind of find that new mechanic with onslaught. I'm sure I'm not the first person to, but I kind of discovered it on my own, so figured I'd show you. That'll do it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.